Hello, I'm Patricia McNeely from Twin Flame Body and Twin Flame Reconnection. How are you today? Today, I want to talk to you about this surge of energy that is actually plunging people sort of into the unknown. What does that mean? Well, I am going to talk to you about that. There's a lot going on in terms of the undercurrent of things and sort of like the surface effect and the undercurrent, and what does it all mean? First of all, it means a new life. Now, even if your new life hasn't begun, as you may have learned, or if you haven't learned this by now, the metaphysical, what we call spiritual side of things or energetic side of things starts to happen first before the physical manifestation. That's something that people kind of really don't remind themselves of. And so I'm here to remind you those things have to happen. It's like if you're going to get up out of your chair, you do this first. Like, you're not going to just magically levitate. You are actually going to push your feet off and get up. So that's just one example. Maybe not the best example, but it's time to get out of the mind and getting connected to the high heart. That's going to help your brand new life. Now, your brand new life also includes setting boundaries. It means stopping being addicted to things, particularly the internet. Stop looking to the internet for answers, because you're going to get a bunch of mixed messages because there's a lot in the air. There are a lot of people talking about different topics, and you need to tune in the frequency to your frequency. Okay. It's like anything. If you're out there, you're trying to tune in, like, what is your own frequency? That's what you need to tune into, the wavelength you're at. And the wavelength you are at may be different than the wavelength somebody else is at. The next thing is new life. Your new life begins within you. That's actually where any transformation begins. Whether people want to get skinny, whether people want to build muscle, whether people are repairing something, whether they are recovering from a surgery, or if you are recovering from a toxic relationship, especially if you are recovering from some toxic family stuff that has been going on, if you're recovering from an addiction, all those things involve all of you. Okay. Your ego has been attached to things. It is not egoic to want to have better for yourself, or to have a new life, or a fresh start, or a different way of living. But it takes you. It takes, getting things specific to how you want it to be. That's true. That's another mistake people make. So I could genuinely say some people have been doing it wrong, because you're waiting and 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 you're understanding and you're waiting and you're understanding. And sorry, but the feminine has done this for lifetimes. You've understood it when people just suddenly come back and show up without a word. You've understood it when people beat the crap out of you and you just roll over on it. You don't report anything. Sometimes you have to. Those are some of the brutal things. You've understood it when somehow you're the one that gets shunted aside because your religion doesn't allow it. You are the one who has to understand that somehow there was no recourse for something. Somehow you're the one that has to understand and forgive whoever. I'm like, no, enough. Time to set boundaries. Time to stop the crap. Time to stop the fluff. Time to stop really rolling over on this stuff with a level of acceptance of unacceptable things. Okay. So we have someone here to speak for this, and she is ready to say, you know what? I was reminiscing about my old life, when I had this or that, and I feel so lost. I feel so like I'm in between something, like something hasn't started yet, and something just seems so out of reach. I keep wondering what's going up. I wonder if I should go back. I wonder if I should go forward. I left things badly. I'm not sure if I trust myself. I'm not sure, I'm not sure, I'm not sure, I'm not sure. And, after all, nice girls finish last. They usually do. Au contraire, that is not the truth. In fact, it's time to stop being wimpy about this. It's time to start really calling things what they are. If you're tired of some of the stuff about, paying attention to the wrong person, first of all, instead of you, okay, pay attention to you. Focus on what you want. Now, this happens to men also. So men could sit there and be like, you know what? I really love doing certain things, but I get a lot of flack from my family. And like, honestly, how long are you going to be a surfer dude? Really, you just going to like bumble around life and then what? Everyone's just supposed to take care of you? Well, women like taking care of me. Actually, they're not supposed to. Okay, stop saving men. Stop looking to be saved. Start to like grab the reins of what you can and start to really finish, follow through, commit. Commit to yourself. Is this how you want to live? Okay. No, but I don't know. I feel very aimless. I'm just like, I don't know what I want to do. I get inspired with all kinds of things. I don't know how to launch it. Yeah, you're having failure to launch. Failure to launch. This happens, but there is a way to do it. There is a way to grab your gifts and feel. Okay. So instead of looking to the wrong people to prop you up and continuing a lot of the old, outdated, worn out, tired codependencies of the past, please learn about the lover within. That is the topic of my brand new class that I'm having. And this will involve working around the crown, which does affect your self-esteem. It's the self-talk, it's opinions. It's like, people telling him, you'll never amount to anything. You're just a bad guy. You just it's not that I don't like people. It's just somehow nothing never clicks. It seems to click at first. There's chemistry and then it just fades away. Yes, because that person is not the one. So maybe you're doing the right thing to break up with them, but where is the satisfaction in that for anyone? How do you hold your horses until you feel that it is going somewhere? So, self-talk, self-judgment, self-deprecation, self-esteem, self-worth. All of these things about the self originate somewhere and they have to click somewhere. And that is in your high heart connections. Now, what about the rest of it? Okay. Every time I think of how I failed, I get an upset stomach and my stomach hurts and I just feel like going to bed. Yes, of course you do, because now it's deep inside your body and now you're getting angry, but you're internalizing that. It's shoving down. We don't want that for you. Let's get it out. Let's get it moving. What about some of the stuff you want? I mean, in all honesty, let's get real. A lot of the stuff that happened in the 60s with love that was free, that was not free, it's all coming to a head now. It's all coming to a head. Things do have to have, some adjustment, something new patterns. So this is why I'm saying it's your opportunity to make it a new life. And it's time to learn about the brand new template of relationship from 5D, which I call the template of romance, because I'll tell you why. Years ago, I can't claim to know everything that I know now. Back years ago, okay, that has been an evolution of dissolution. I have dissolved some of the things I thought I knew, or even that I thought I was sure of. And I was very able to learn because some things I didn't even have to unlearn. Some of you are going to have a struggle unlearning some of the crap that's out there. And I have not done anything such as the type of reading to tell people to hang on to someone who's toxic at all. In fact, quite the opposite. I don't know why someone would want to hang around with someone or even pine away for someone who like has no bearing on your soul's journey whatsoever, maybe other than to teach you once again about getting kicked away. And that used to happen. People would talk about a person while I was talking to them, and I would feel this like kick in the butt thing, like they've been kicked to the curb. That's literally how it felt. They got kicked to the curb. Little did they know that that's what that really meant. Other things that have happened. Learning about setting up your life in the manner that you want it to. Now, this is what makes the world go round, is variety. And not everyone is doing everything the same. Not everyone wants to live the same way. Not everyone has the same means. But it is possible to be healthy and comfortable and well. And some people have to start there. We have huge crises just in my country, and in other countries, there's other crises. But there's something that's happening that I noticed. People are now having the ability to reconnect with their spirit, which is what I help people with. Not only that, with the part of you within where the magic happens. That is where the alchemy happens. So years ago, starting in like 2007, there was a lot of heart chakra activation workshops and evenings that I did. And it was always amazing because I would be able to hear people's deepest, darkest fears just by being close to them. And it was fears of abandon. Their soul was screaming things like, please don't leave me, please don't leave me, please don't leave me. And yet here they were, it was buried so deeply, they had no conscious awareness that that was there. As I was working with their heart, it started going. Now, we take that forward. I'm able to do that with people, get them in touch with the lover within. It's the lover within that connects to the high 5D etheric side. And that's not the chatterbox. Okay, in fact, it's quite the opposite. So in my class, I cover a number of topics. We do crown work, we do breath work, we do alleviation of old relationship work. I'll just call it like that because there's a lot of sexual mistakes people have made. Sexual mistakes. Having children with someone you don't care about, or them making you have children, or a marriage, or someone is attached to you, or it feels like there's just a three-way toxic relationship, love triangle that doesn't even feel like love energy clinging to you. Some people really think that they are stuck with something till the end of their days. And I'm here to say, no, this is the end of those days. Okay, not the end of days entirely, the end of those days. Start being new. And I'll give you an analogy. Okay. I'm going to ask you to bring yourself to my class and let's pretend it's the car wash, okay? Please take your foot off the brake and put yourself into neutral and let yourself be cleansed clean so that you can drive your vehicle. That's some of what we're going to do. And so you may not like this pause in your life because you're not really sure. You may have a little fear of the unknown. That happens. But the unknown isn't written. You have choices to make. You might have mistakes to make. You might repeat some of those karmic patterns. But if you take my class, you're going to find out pronto. It's going to show up so quickly and suddenly you're going to be like, nope, setting boundaries. Nope, nope, nope. Talk to the hand. Talk to the hand because the head ain't listening. No, not by my house. Not in my city. How dare you come to my city and just call me once a year? No. And let's get you connected with love that you really are here for, because some people have lingered with this so long or had lifetimes of it, they will sometimes believe that there is no love for them that is really love. They've forgotten what it really feels good. I mean, what it's like to feel good, what it's like to be caressed, what true intimacy really is. Not someone who's cheating and showing up and being like, oh, I'm sorry, I was a bad boy, or I'm sorry, I was a bad girl, and we can kiss and make up, right? Hell no. That's it. End of it. End. The end. Okay? You're here for the real thing. And when you are in my class, you find out what that feels like. It's time to begin again, and really time to get yourself with your high heart connections going. Not all of the old stuff, not the mind beliefs that, if you hang on to a narcissist long enough, they're going to change their spots. Only if it's your narcissist. If it's someone else's, cut bait and set them loose. Snip that, okay? Like, I don't know why people can do that when they go fishing. They're just like, cut the line, it's going to drag us under. Cut it. Why are you letting yourself be dragged under? Okay? Have some dignity. So, with that dignity, sometimes goes a little anger. I like that. That's your spicy electric feminine, ready to be like, woohoo, I'm going to do this. I got this. This is my life for it. I am not coming back for more of that karma. Hell no. Why? Because you're not crazy. Because all of that stuff that breaks down, where you start questioning yourself and you're saying, did I just imagine that? And you're going to be saying to yourself, you know what? I'm up to here. Because a lot of people are saying this about the journey and about integration of what they're really here for. It's about having a new template that doesn't tolerate any of that. So just because someone did you wrong, don't turn your back on yourself. Get what you're here for and let me help you, because I know it. We make it concise. Not only that, we have a lot of fun. I don't know other people if they really open the floor for questions and answers, but we do on the topics we're talking about. So thanks so much for watching. Check it out. The links are below, and I hope to see you there. Bye now.